Hey family, what's going on? Klaus here, and welcome back to Surviving with Mekanism here on Minecraft 1.15. And I'm super excited because today we're going to be flexing a little bit. We have been running off of basic machinery, right? And today the goal will be to try out what's called factories. Yes, factories. So we're going to be enhancing our metallurgic infuser. So to know exactly what to do, we need to look at infusing. It looks like it's there. Factory. Okay, we'll just go ahead and go with the word factory. So, there are 4 different levels of factories, and what they do is if you look at a metallurgic infuser, you can put in 1 bit of fuel, and you can take out or put in 1 slot of production, and you're producing 1 thing at a time. But if you upgrade it from a basic metallurgic infuser to a basic infusing factory, then the amount of processes you can go through at one time is not just 1, but it increases to 3. And then you go up to advanced infusing factory, and you can do 5 processes at once, and then 7 for the elite, and then ultimately 9 for the ultimate infusing factory. And so that's what we're going to be aiming for today. We're going to get an ultimate infusing factory, and then we're going to take on a massive project, and it's going to be really cool. So today may be a long video, it may be a short video, it just completely depends on how long this takes. But first things first, check it out. I've already got all the things that I need. I got basic control units, advanced control units, elite control units, and ultimate control units, and those are very important, so we need 2 of each of those. We've also got some infused alloy, reinforced alloy, and atomic alloy. Basically, the backbone of Mekanism as far as production, as far as crafting is concerned. And the ultimate goal after we make this an ultimate factory is, yes, I realize I've made that same joke twice now. Don't make fun of me too much. So anyway, the ultimate goal will be to make this an ultimate factory. And then I want to go through an epic production series to end up with a full stack of all 7 of these special items. Because a lot of the times, if I'm like trying to show you guys a machine and, you know, we go through the process of making, you know, the item, I spend a lot of time here at the metallurgic infuser just making stuff. And I'm thinking if we go ahead and we make a full stack of all these things, which is the goal for today, then this will kind of springboard us into the next big part of Mekanism, which would be not just tripling ores, but quadrupling, and it would be helpful if I already had all this stuff made. So I'm gonna kill 2 birds with 1 stone in today's video. We're gonna make a factory so that we can show off how amazing they are, and we're gonna set up the groundwork for future projects. So, you guys ready? Let's take it on. First of all, again, I've already prepared for this. I'm gonna take out this infusing or metallurgic infuser, and now let's make the basic factory. So to make the basic factory, all you need is the metallurgic infuser, 2 basic control units on the top and the bottom, the corners are redstone, and the sides are iron ingots, in which again, I've got all those parts. So there you go. We got our basic factory, and just to show you guys what has happened, what's changed, now we can do 1, 2, 3 processes all at once, and the upgrades carry over. So I've got maxed speed, maxed energy, and maxed muffling. So, but that's not all. We don't want to just stop at 3. We want to finish off at 9. I heard something. Hold on. Something is walking around out here. Was it you? Were you the one walking around, little buddy? That's creepy, dude. Oh, it was a dying squid. Oh my gosh, that was scary sounding. I was like, what the heck's going on? Anyway, so now let's upgrade this basic infusing with the, let's upgrade it to an advanced, okay? So we're gonna need infused alloys on the corners, osmium on either side, and then the advanced control circuits on the top and on the bottom. And again, to make an advanced control circuit, you have to use a basic control circuit and mix it with infused alloy. So here is your advanced machine or advanced factory, and we'll do the same thing with the rest of these and finish up with gold. There we go. That is an elite. And just to demonstrate, we went from 3 to now it should be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 processes that can be run at once. But that's not all, dude. We got 1 more to go. We've got 1 more to go, and it's amazing. So check it out. The ultimate control unit circuit, the hardest thing to make. The atomic alloys, and then finally 2 diamonds, and there we go. We have our ultimate infusing factory, which can do 9 processes all at once. I'm going to go ahead and hit auto sort. What that means is that if I put like a full stack of something, it'll sort it among these 9 and take advantage of the time saving that this thing can give you. So we have now created an ultimate factory, and now it is time to start working on getting all of the different control units. So just type in control unit, or circuit, sorry. So these are very important. We don't use them very often, but I'm thinking if we had a stack of each, we'll pretty much be good to go for the rest of eternity. So to make the ultimate control circuit, we actually have to have a whole stack of the elite control circuits plus 2 stacks of atomic alloys to make a stack of ultimate control circuits. So in order to have a full stack of both the ultimate and the elite, that means that I have to have at least 2 stacks of the elite, because one of them will be used to create the ultimate. Do you understand what I'm saying? It requires green to go to red, and then red to go to blue, and then blue to go to purple. It's a tiered system. And so I spent hours, and at least an hour, okay? I don't know how long it was. It was a morning, I had coffee, it was good, the brain fluids were flowing, and I did the math to figure out how many different pieces of raw materials that I would need to pull this off, to ultimately, at the end of this whole process, to have a full stack of basic control units, control circuits, advanced control circuits, elite, and ultimate. But not only do I want the control circuits, I also want the alloys. Okay, so I also want to end up with a full stack of infused alloy, reinforced alloy, and atomic alloy, which once again, you have to have a full stack of like infused alloy to make reinforced alloy, and then you have to have a full stack of reinforced alloy to make atomic alloy. It's ridiculous. So, after at least an hour of math, I came up with this as our raw material. I'm actually missing one thing that we're going to go get right now, but ultimately what we need is 75 enriched diamond. An enriched diamond is just a diamond thrown through the enrichment chamber. If you don't have an enrichment chamber, then it would require 75 times 8. 600. You would need 600 diamonds to pull off what we're about to pull off. But because we have the enrichment chamber, we only need 75 and we enriched them. Same thing with the redstone. We need 2 stacks plus 24 redstone, all enriched. If you don't have that, you got to multiply that number by 8. That's how many redstone you'll need. We need 15 stacks of iron ingots. Full stacks, 15. That's a lot. That's over almost 1,000 iron. And then we need 4 stacks of osmium ingots. But the last thing that we need is 88 obsidian dust. Now, to get obsidian dust, we actually have to crush, or maybe it's enriched, I don't know. We'll find out later. A bunch. 88 divided by 4. 22 obsidians. So, I have a plan. And my plan includes this digital miner. It also includes this energy cube, which is just an advanced energy cube, but it should be plenty. And the last thing I'm going to need is this bucket of water. So, let's go down to the mines. Fortunately, it is daylight, but I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, I've got this beast of a tool, and I know I actually saw in a few episodes ago people were saying how this machine or this tool looks flimsy because it's got a tiny little skinny rod. The rod is made out of the most strong material in the world, so it's nothing to worry about. It'll work out great. So anyway, let's take this thing down to the mines, because there is a lava pool right over here to the left that we're going to turn into loads of obsidian. Loads and loads of obsidian. So, first things first, let's just smack this thing down. That's big, wow. Okay, and then let's put that out there. I'm gonna turn this into output. I'm not entirely sure which side. There we go, we've got power, nice. Okay, so this thing has power. So now let's go into the config, and I'm gonna get rid of everything except for obsidian, okay? I don't have time to sit here and wait. Okay, so now obsidian is the only thing we're going to be working for. So obviously, in order to get obsidian, we have to have water, and it has to go over lava, right? That's just how obsidian works. So I'm thinking we turn this pool of obsidian, or of lava, into obsidian. So, right, this, boom. Okay, so it has now turned a whole bunch of lava into obsidian. So watch this. It's configured to filter for only obsidian, a radius of 32 in every direction, so 64 blocks across, and then a minimum of 0, so 0 at the bottom level of bedrock to 120 up in the air. Okay, I have nothing built out of obsidian, so I'm not worried about it actually taking away my obsidian. If I hit start, it's recognizing 45 blocks of obsidian right now. 45. And what it's going to do is it's going to pull that obsidian out of the world. See that? You recognizing that? Boom. And what that'll do is as it takes away the obsidian, if it reveals more lava underneath, that water will flow down there and turn that lava into more obsidian, as you could see happening over there. So I'm going to let this finish, because all it does is recognize the, hey, why are you not outputting? I need you to output. There we go. Wow, that was close. But we're good. This thing has loads of power. So what it's going to do is it's only recognizing the obsidian that it sees at the beginning whenever you press start. So watch this. It's going to count down to 0. And I'm going to end up with way more. I only needed 22 obsidian, but this is for demonstration purposes. So it's going to go down to 0, okay? We'll hit start or stop and then start again, and notice, ooh, it should see more. It should see more. Interesting. Oh, you have to hit reset and start again. There you go. So it's seeing those 3 extra ones that are over there, because there wasn't any lava underneath, which is surprising. I thought there would be. So we found 3 more. We stop, we reset, and we start again. It sees 5 more. Wherever those 5 are, that's where they are. And it is cranking on through. So we get pretty much unlimited obsidian this way, which is pretty cool. So start or stop, start, boom. We're going to get 5 more, and those 5 are over there. So that's pretty cool. So I'm almost at a full stack of obsidian. I am pleased with how much obsidian. I'm going to grab my water. And I could do that over here if I wanted to. I could do that to that lava pit, but I think that I'm pretty satisfied with 58 pieces of obsidian. And that is way, way faster than sitting around with a diamond pickaxe trying to mine the stuff, okay? Mining obsidian takes way too long. Using the digital miner is way, way better. So now, oh, thank you, free runners. I never did put stairs in my mine, so this is actually turning out really, really good. But, okay, so now what we have to do is run this obsidian through a particular machine. I'm pretty sure it's in enrichment chamber, but I'm not entirely sure. We'll find out. And then we're going to start with this epic process. And 3 material are really the limiting factor on this. Again, we have 15 stacks of iron, okay? We got 4 stacks of osmium, and I'm gonna need... I think it's 22 pieces of obsidian, so I could put the rest away for now. Okay, so we got 22 pieces of obsidian. I'm pretty sure it's the enrichment chamber. Does it turn into obsidian dust? It does. Cool. Okay, so that's processing. This is, oh, and by the way, the energy cube right here, remember when I put that there because this thing stopped producing power? I don't know why, but that energy cube was throttling our power output, so I took it away and it worked. And just every once in a while, this thing stops producing power. It's producing now, you can see that because it's clicking from 0 to 1. So every once in a while it stops. I just take out this cable and put it back in and it fixes itself. So I don't know what the heck its problem is, but we're getting there. So what we're gonna need is technically 88 obsidian dust, which means we'll have 64 plus 24. Is that right? 64 plus 24 is 88. So this should be done here shortly. And then, guys, we finally can demonstrate the power of an ultimate factory with full maxed out upgrades. Okay, so first of all, let me put this stuff away. I don't need any of this. I'm actually going to take away the atomic disassembler, and I'm going to take away the stake. I don't need anything but my personal chest. Okay, so that's everything that we need. I'm going to put the obsidian down here. Let's take all of this iron. Let's take all this obsidian. Everything's in our inventory. There you go. So now, basically what we need to do, again, auto sorter is on, is I'm going to throw in the redstone. It's going to... it has a crazy amount of inventory that it can hold. That's just great. I love that. So there we go. All of our redstone is now in. It's got 40 plus 8,960 redstone, which you know, one of these gives you 80, I think. So now we need to process the iron. So I'm going to actually shift click, send it all over there. We've got now 9 full stacks of redstone. It's producing at 4,500 joules per tick per arrow. I mean, this thing is eating up power like crazy. This thing is running at 6 or 7 burn rate just to keep up with one ultimate machine. I mean, you could see how if you had, you know, a tripling production system, all with ultimate energy at full speed, energy efficiency, and muffle, like, you know, the full upgrades, all of these were ultimate energy, ultimate factories, then you can see how this gas burning generator may not be able to keep up. Hence why we will eventually need fusion power. But okay, so this redstone is going to produce, if I did my math right, okay? I'm not saying my math is perfect. It may be way off. I hope it isn't though, because I did spend quite a bit of time trying to figure it all out. But basically, because it's a tiered system and you need so many infused alloy to make reinforced alloy and so many of them to make these, and I want a stack of each of them at the end of all this, we need crazy amounts of resources. So I'm going to take all those, we're going to process through these and just go through the iron right now, because ideally it'll be perfect, right? So that the redstone actually lasts through all of the iron that we're processing and then all of the osmium. That's the goal. We'll see if it actually turns out okay. But look how fast this is processing. I mean, it's ridiculous. This is a way to show off how incredibly useful an ultimate infusing factory is, or an ultimate smelting factory. Like if we're over there trying to smelt a whole bunch of stuff at once, these types of upgrades are very, very much worth it. So, now we gotta start thinking ahead. Obviously, we're gonna finish with the infused alloys, we're gonna make the basic control units, or circuits, and then we're gonna move on from there. So let's just start thinking ahead here. Let's throw the osmium, and this all should, and look how it sorts too. It doesn't, like if you only put 4 stacks in there, it actually separates it out evenly and allows you to be as efficient with your resources as possible, which I really, really like. So, now that we have this pretty much done, remember we're going to try to keep a full stack of each of these things. So I've got a full stack of infused alloy that I'm going to set aside, a full stack of basic control circuits that I'm going to set aside, but this is the real test. Are we about to come out perfect? If we do, then that's a huge win for us. We did! Oh, that's awesome! Okay. That's awesome. So 4 stacks of basic control. So we just, that was perfect. Okay, so the infused alloy and the basic control circuit, those are the 2 stacks of those that I'm going to keep. So let's just throw them into here, save them, don't let anything weird happen to them. So the next thing that I want to make is well, I guess there's nothing wrong with doing the, reinforced alloys next, which means I need the diamond and I need the reinforced, or diamond and the infused alloy. And basically, I'm going to use up all of my diamond, except for a little bit, and my notes are way over there. The obsidian dust. That's right. All right, so I'm going to throw all of the obsidian dust through here with the diamond, okay? So let's just, you know what? You know what we can do? Because the obsidian is the next limiting factor. Let's throw in all of the diamond. Let's throw the rest of the obsidian dust, and then in theory, as soon as the obsidian is done, we throw in the rest of the infused alloy, and that should be the limiting factor. That should turn out just perfect. So let's just see what happens here. All right, they're all in there except for a few more stacks. Remember, we don't necessarily need to use all of our infused alloy to make reinforced alloys. Some of the infused alloy need to be used to make the advanced control circuits. And I keep referring to way back there because that's where my notes are. On a whiteboard, I like to draw on whiteboards because it's bigger and it's easier to look at, and I can do color coding and stuff like that. So, but we're making crazy amounts of reinforced alloy right now, which is amazing. And basically, I'm just going to throw infused alloy in there. Ooh, we didn't finish. There we go. All the diamonds now been sent through. So, as soon as we run out of diamond, that means, in my head, that means that we'll have just enough infused alloy left to finish creating the advanced circuits. So just stand by. This should, in theory, work out just perfectly. Looks like we're almost done. There we go. Okay, so we've got lots and lots of stacks of all of these things, and that means that I've also got... Ooh, actually, oh, it worked out perfect. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 stacks of infused alloys. And to make an advanced control circuit, you have to have 2 stacks of infused alloy per stack of basic control units. It worked out nicely. So I'm going to make 1 stack of those and 2 stacks of those. It looks like it turned out perfect, guys. And 3 stacks of those. Yes. Now, something that needs to go into the personal chest. we need to put away 1 stack of the reinforced alloy, 1 stack of refined obsidian dust, and 1 stack of advanced control circuits. So now we need to move on from there. And this is going to require advanced control circuits and reinforced alloy. And this is going to give us elite control circuits. So I'm going to make an entire stack of those and an entire stack of these. Perfect. So now we can store away in the personal chest some of these. I'm going to actually organize these a bit so that it's easier to see. So here's that, and that. There we go. And next step for atomic alloy, we need reinforced alloy with the enriched obsidian. So, ooh, and actually I only need, hold on a second. Oh, we're gonna need a lot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so we've saved all of this. The last things that we need to make are atomic alloys, and I'm gonna make as many atomic alloys as I'm able to, considering how much reinforced alloy we have. So we actually have 1, 2, 3 stacks of reinforced alloy. Each of these will require 8 of these refined obsidian dusts if they're enhanced, so it actually works out, once again, perfectly. So these need to be enriched. And then, yeah, we're really close. We're really close. Because it's going to take 2 of these stacks of reinforced alloys mixed with the enriched obsidian to create the atomic alloy. So I'm actually going to make 3 stacks of atomic alloy, but then it takes 2 stacks of atomic alloy with the last stack of the elite control circuit to create the ultimate control circuit. So it looks like it's going to turn out perfect as long as this thing finishes up. How many speed upgrades? Oh, I've only got 5 speed upgrades in this. That's why it's taking a while. Either way, I'm very impressed. Things have worked out really, really nice. I've got a full stack of basic, advanced, and elites. I've got a full stack of infused and reinforced, and I've got a full stack of refined obsidian dust. So now all we have to do is really deal with the atomic alloy and the ultimate control circuit. Just stand by. It's going to work out. You'll see. That's awesome. And that's going to come in huge handy for the future too. Like seriously, anything that we decide to do in the future, it's going to be easy. So throw that together, and we need all of these to be processed. And in theory, all of these should become atomic alloys. The number should work out fine to where this empties out at the same time that our little blue circles finish. So that's awesome. And again, if we were just running off of a basic infuser machine, then we would be in trouble. But because we have this ultimate factory, it's working out perfect. So look at that. Oh yes. So now we can put 1 stack of the atomic alloy away, and then we mix 1 stack of the elite control unit or circuits with 2 stacks of atomic alloy to get the hardest thing to make, the ultimate control circuit. And now we have a full stack. Boom. We have completed our mission to have a full stack of all of the Mekanism complicated things to make. And now whenever we decide to upgrade stuff, it's going to be super easy. So you know what? Let's just upgrade some stuff. Purification chamber. Wait, where is my... Did I put my tool away? That's not okay. Okay, so the atomic disassembler. You know what? We're going to go ahead and we're going to make ultimate machines of all of these. Because we have, I believe we have what we need to do it. Let me just get some more redstone. I know we're going to need some more redstone. We're going to need some more iron. Let's grab some more iron out of here. And I think that's all we need. I think. Okay, so we're going to do the smelter first. So, smelting factory. Okay. So, oh. Duh. I've got to pull all this stuff out of my inventory now. There we go. All right, so let's make all these machines. Boom. Oh. Osmium. Forgot to grab some osmium. So, advanced. Elite. Forgot to grab gold. My bad. There we go. And ultimate. There we go. We now have the ultimate smelting factory. So now let's move on to the crusher. Crushing. Okay, so basic crushing factory. There we go. Elite. There we go. And again, this is easily done because we spent the time, we invested the time to create all these parts that are necessary to make this happen. So now let's do the enrichment chamber. Enriching. Perfect. Okay, that's 1, basic, advanced, elite, ultimate. Perfect. And then purifying is the last one. Purifying. Okay, so basic purifying factory, boom. Advanced, oh, what the heck? It was weird. For a second there, I thought it wasn't gonna let me. All right, and then elite, and then ultimate. And there you go. We now have ultimate factories of all of them, which is perfect. So there is the purifying factory, the smelting goes on the end, and then I always forget what the order of these two, enriching or crushing. I'm gonna put the crushing on the left and the enriching on the right. We'll find out if that's correct. So we're gonna do auto sort on all of these. Also, all the upgrades are still there, so now I just need to make sure the eject is on and eject is to the right. And then this should give us the opportunity to once again flex with machines, and we're gonna actually send in an entire stack of ores through here shortly. We may struggle, yeah, that's what I thought. We may struggle with this electrolytic separator to keep up with this ultimate purifying factory, and if we do, then we're gonna have to either slow the speed down, or we're gonna have to get some more electrolytic separators, or we can speed it up. I mean, we haven't sped it up once, so that may work. What are you waiting on? Why are you so slow? I think it's the speed. You know what? Let's get some more speed upgrades. I just need to crush. We're gonna do 5 obsidian here. And then as long as it gets some glass, which is right there, then we're good to go. So the crusher is done. Let's just quickly upgrade the electrolytic separator, because the gas burning generator should easily be able to keep up with it. In theory, right? Should is the number one thing, right? So there we go. The upgrades are in. Let's see now. I'm gonna process a stack of. What do you think we should process? Iron? Let's just process a stack of iron ore. Okay, iron ore. There we go. Throw that in there, and look at that. It is processing, and the question is, can this thing keep up? It looks like it's keeping up. It's costing a whole lot, but our gas-burning generator is handling it no problem whatsoever. So as soon as this processes through here, it's going to go into the crusher. Once again, looks like the speed on the crusher is the #1 limiting factor right now, but oxygen's keeping up, which is great. The power production is keeping up. Now the purifying factory is done. We've already sent an entire stack through the purifier. Now we're crushing, and then we have enriching. Looks like we did it in the right order. That's awesome. So this thing's processing super, super quickly. I mean, yeah, this is awesome. So the crusher's already done. Now the enrichment chamber. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. I mean, yeah, the power of the ultimate factories is real. It's just beautiful. It looks like the enrichment is already almost over, and we have basically in just a minute, I think. I don't know how long that was, not very long. We have used the power of factories and speed upgrades, which I haven't maxed out the speed upgrades. We need about 12 speed upgrades to speed these up to maximum speed. And then we're going to be producing at just about maximum rate that we possibly can, which is pretty sweet. I think I may run these through and upgrade these as well. This is like my workbench crusher. This is my enrichment chamber for the workbench and the osmium compressor. I use these things when those are busy. So I may end up upgrading them as well to factories. But as of right now, if we wanted to run an automatic machine system where we have the digital miner pumping stuff into here, we could process it all in record time, which is just perfect. Also, if you have like a bunch of different things coming in here all at once, you can turn off auto sort. So you have like one stack, one line that's dedicated to iron, one line that's dedicated to gold, one line that's dedicated to whatever, osmium, copper, tin. I mean, there's just, the options are crazy. So that's kind of cool. Otherwise, it'll take like 9 iron ore and fill all these spots up, and then you can't put anything else in there. So it's kind of nice to be able to turn on or off the sorter if you want to. But there you go, guys. Episode went a little long, but that's kind of what I expected. We have now officially basically showing off my math skills, right? We used everything turned out perfect, which I didn't expect, honestly. I didn't double check my math. I just was very slow and deliberate to try to make it perfect. But yeah, so we have now flexed the ultimate infusing factory and turned our tripling factory system, or tripling smelting system, into an ultimate system, and it is 9 times faster than it ever was, which is amazing. So, guys, that's gonna do it for me today in this episode of Surviving with Mekanism. Next time, I believe it's time to start working on quadrupling ores. I keep dancing around that subject, but I think that we have finally made it to the point to where we're ready to make it happen. I've got lots of math to do again to prepare, because there's some pretty big structures that have to be built, and some calculations to figure out how to bury them so that I don't have to stare at them, these big, giant, tall, ugly machines. I'd much rather they be mostly buried. So a little bit of math will go into it. I'll share it all with you guys whenever we get to it. But for now, guys, that's it for me. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Like this video if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already for daily gaming videos. Remember that I love each and every one of you. I'm just going to set these up because I think it looks cool. Hold on. I love each and every one of you, and I will see you all again next time.